seemed like a football game at times there in the last minute with their press. What was going on there?
Yeah, I mean, they're always a physical team. I mean, they kind of pressed the whole game, but especially at the end, they kind of ramped it up, especially trying to get steals. So, I mean, we knew it was going to come, and those are the moments where you kind of just got to be strong with the ball, make good decisions. And, we've had a few games, where we've kind of let the lead go away, and kind of that's hurt us. So tonight, when we took care of the ball, got the free throw line, made free throws, it was good for us to win.
I think Coach Brownell was talking about this. You guys played with so much joy in November, December, and it kind of got lost there for a little bit. I mean, how did you guys get that back? Do you feel like you're playing with more joy?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. It's kind of like it's terrible to say, but it seems like every team in college basketball kind of goes through a rough stretch. And we went through a rough stretch there in January, obviously. But I mean, if you really look at the games, and I'm not making an excuse or anything, but we were in every game. We would lose, except for those maybe first three games in January in the ACC. But every other game, we lost by 3 points, 1 point here, 1 point there, and it was just one possession here and there where, in the midst of a game where you can kind of put a team away. I mean, we just weren't doing that, and it could get to your head. But we got an older group and a lot of guys who just love winning and competing and going to work every day. So I wasn't too worried about our mental at all, and I knew we would get through it.
Why do you think you guys were able to finish this one out personally?
Coach really emphasized it, especially at the last 2 months. We've blown some leads late, so really just locking in on defense and getting stops at the end. But Coach Barnell he puts it to a T, like it's spot on. He just marks it down every time.
I think he said that film session before Georgia Tech was really loud.
Oh yeah, oh for sure, yeah. I mean, you get used to it when you're here, but he loves us, and he's tough on us. But I mean, we all know that's just his passion for the game. So but we all can handle it. So it's really normal, I guess. But when he's tough on us like that, it's really emphasize it and puts it in front of our mind, so we know and remember when we're playing.
RJ, with PJ picking up the 2 early fouls and just playing 16 minutes tonight, I guess you knew you had to pick up the slack and
Yeah.
those blocks.
Yeah, yeah. I want to come in and just play with energy. It's really all God, man. But I mean, I'm just ready to play. I mean, no matter when or where. So.
I guess, Joe, you had a couple transition opportunities, and they both ended up as 3-pointers.
Yeah.
I guess, what do you remember from those sequences and why you think ended up with?
Yeah, I mean, just playing against these guys for 4 years, you can kind of get those opportunities just because the way they press so hard and they go to the glass so hard on their offensive end. And I've played against them, like I said, for 5 years now, and it's always been something that at Syracuse we try to do, and then here obviously Coach Barnell's talks about tilt and the way of having tempo on offense, and if they're going to crash 4 or 5 guys, sometimes you got to take advantage of it and kind of beat them at their own game.
RJ, the bench has been playing well the last couple of games lately. What is it behind that? What is it behind that to get you guys going like that, to score points off the bench and come in the game and play stifling defense?
It's really just our growth, especially in the summer. Last year we were freshmen. We didn't have the experience, but now we know what to expect when we get in. And I mean, everyone. I mean, we're really deep. Just Chauncey, Dill, Beetle. Like, we all have our different skills we can bring to the table. So it's really just coming on, being locked in before the game, and just just going with the game plan.
I guess you guys are in 5th place in the ACC, and you're kind of on the heels of some teams that get to 4th with that double bye. I mean, how much do you guys think about that in terms of this end of the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, the coaches bring it up. It's. I mean, every game matters in the ACC. We've seen that. We've lost to some of the teams at the bottom of the league, and we've beat some of the teams at the top of the league. So each and every game matters. And the double bye obviously really helps in the ACC tournament to get to that 4th spot. But right now we're taking it one game at a time. You can't really worry too much about what other teams are doing and what's going on with their schedules. You just got to beat the ones in front of you. And if that happens, I think we'll be in a good spot.
RJ, we see you made 2 steals and 2 blocks tonight. You were really crucial on the defensive end and in the paint as well. You had amazing dunks. Were really just a dominant presence in there. Like, FSU now won 4 straight. That's the first time in program history. How does this game not only mean for the momentum, but now you have Pitt, who's also 9-7 in the ACC?
This is huge, man. Like, every win everyone matters, like Joe said. But just coming in tomorrow, ready to be open for film, seeing our right and wrongs, just trying to bounce back, and I mean, just on to the next.
Any more questions for these guys?
I guess did either of you see the snag that Coach Brown made on the sideline?
No,
I didn't see that. What?
I did not.
He's always making plays. He's always being on the bench and watching his mannerisms and just his energy is hilarious. I'm glad the camera's not on me and Dill when he's freaking out sometimes, because especially like last year at Pitt when he got to his knees. Like I think everyone's seen that. But I mean, he's a great guy, great coach.
Anything else?
Joe, it seems like you and Chase are just like coming together as a duo. What does it mean to kind of have this production and chemistry headed into March?
It's big. Chase, the last 6-7 games, whatever it may be, has been playing unbelievable, and it's really taking our team to another level. And he's been consistent all year. I mean, he just might not show up in the box score here and there. I mean, every single game he's guarding the other team's best player, doing things as a point guard. That's hard to do. If you're getting pressed 94 feet, a lot of times like these ACC schools do, it's not easy. And he's just battled, and he's put on a show these last few games, and it's helped us a lot. But chemistry-wise, it's always been there. It's just clicking at the right time. And like you said, going into March, it's going to be huge because guard play is always pretty big in March.